Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Lets it go for Nelson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jones lets it go for Nelson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Washington.
Now Haskins on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Haskins going to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Tate on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
Their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing, Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
By Cole Holcomb. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Check the backer, check the backer.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 14, 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. 53 at the mic.
Off play action. Jones. Now he's flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10. Washington 7.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Giants.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
The 28-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Here's Jones. Off play action. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
A first down carry for Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Barkley on the carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And 1.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL, it's Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Washington! Adrian Peterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal drive.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be intercepted.
Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Intercepted by Washington.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 8-yard line.
On second down, Peterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run with Peterson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes this Washington 21, Giants 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Jones off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Gano's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Here's Antonio Gibson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They will run it. It's McKissick. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Haskins slings this deep for McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to Terry
McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry?
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
They run again with Peterson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st down, Washington.
Play action. Haskins. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Washington 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Washington ball carrier.
Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now it's Haskins. Here's a screen to Powell. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Peterson. Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
At the 33-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Gotta do better. Tighten up, tighten up.
Now it's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd down.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
You got tight right there.
Jones now on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Watch 36. 36 the mic.
Operating from the gun. Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. Jones. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Lets it go for Nelson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for J.J. Nelson. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come to my work. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. 70 Ranger.
From the gun, Jones. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Pass it, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They begin with a run by Barkley. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Finding some room at midfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a quick pass to Richardson.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well, but give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 13.
On second down, here's Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Brought him down.
Behind the chain, second